almost to the end. After this one, you only have 2 more to go. Let me get my pen up. Okay, so, oops, that's where we're at. We're on SSE 2.3. Don't forget, you can always look up what the standards are if you need additional practice. So the director of a play must decide how much to charge a ticket. If the tickets cost C dollars, a total of 755 C, people will attend the play. What price would generate the most income? It seems like they're missing information on this one, but I will tell you, you will get problems and then they eliminate them. But for this one, you know you're not going to want to charge $20.55 because your goal is to kind of sell all the tickets. $1 is not going to get you anything, so that left you down to $7.50 and $15. And I noticed that they had the answer as $7.50. Not exactly sure how they did that or why, but we'll go on to number 2. Which of these show the expression completely factor? That's the key right there. So I know we have not covered this yet, but the first thing you're going to notice is there is a factor of 3. And that leaves me with 2x squared plus 5x minus 12. Then we go ahead and factor that. So then I know that my only choices for 2x squared is going to be a 2x and an x for that. So then I look at the negative 12. So negative 12, and if I look at the answers, I know right away that one's wrong and that one's wrong. I know I have negative 3 and 4 or 3 and negative 4. So then I have to think about which one's being multiplied by the 2. So 2 times negative 4, if I had negative 4 over here, would give me negative 8. But negative 8 plus 3 does not give me 5. It gives me negative 5. So let's try positive 4. 2 times positive 4 gives me 8, minus 3 gives me 5. So then there's the correct factoring, which is C. Okay, for the next one, we would look at this equation factored out, which if I look at it and I went ahead and did the box method to check. Okay, I went ahead and did the box method for you, and then I multiplied by 2, because notice that the 2 is there. And I take a look and see with the original, I need one more. So I have to add 1. So to the original problem, I'd add 1. So C is not an option, D is not an option, and since it is a positive, you're going to find out you have a minimum of 1. So with these problems, I find it's easier to just go ahead and see what I've got going and factoring it out myself. So I see I have an x to the 4th. So I can do an x squared here and an x squared here. The next thing I notice is that I have to have 2 things multiplied that give me positive, but added give me negative. So I know I have a negative and a negative. Then I think about what are the factors of 36 that when multiplied together give me 36, but added give me 12. So if I had positive 6 and positive 6, that gives me positive 12. But if I change it to negative 6 and negative 6, that gives me negative 12. So then we see A is our answer. Okay, completing the square is something we have not covered yet. But in order to know what I add to both sides, I take my B, divide by 2, and then square that answer. So here my B is 8 divided by 2 and then square it. So 8 divided by 2 is 4, squared is 16. So I would add 16 to both sides. Next one, if x minus 7 is one of those factors, what is k? So this would be a division problem. So if I had x minus 7 and it goes into 2x squared minus 11x, and then I got to know what k is. So let's go ahead and take a look at it. So I have x goes into this. We're going to say 2x times. So 2x times x squared is 2x squared. 2x times negative 7 is negative 14x. Now don't forget, when I do this, I'm going to change these signs because I'm subtracting. So then I look at it from this view. So I have 2x squared minus 2x squared is nothing. Then I have 3x plus k. So what do I have to multiply x by to get to 3x? I have to multiply it by a 3. So I have 3 times x is 3x, and 3 times negative 7 is negative 21. So that means that k is going to have to be negative 21 for those two to cancel out. Okay, with these, don't forget that the vertex is going to be 2 comma 0 because it is the opposite of this and whatever k is. So that means that my minimum is going to occur when x is 2.